All right, here's this Karmann Ghia I've been working on. Getting ready to prime it, but figured go over what we did to it. Replaced the quarter panel. This thing was rusty as hell. The rockers were full of rust, fixed all that. Around the headlights was bad. This whole front end had been smashed in, so I had to rebuild these holes. All this rust, I mean, it's still pretty bad, but this is kind of a budget paint job. So this is one of those things where, like, this is as good as you get for what you got. So, ton of work. Not a very good car to start with. Definitely would not recommend starting with anything rusty unless you plan on spending a shitload of money. You know exactly what to do now?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. She's going to show us how it's done.
I feel like this one doesn't fit there.
A little bit more. There you go.
Get out.
So anybody needs a mechanic, she's $100 an hour. That's a deal nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I can. It scoots out air on me.
Yeah. You're doing good. All right. It's almost prime time. I haven't used a paint gun in probably 10 years. So we'll see how this goes. This car's been a ton of work for as little as it is. Just a little guy, but this is all the stuff that happens when they cut to commercial on these restoration shows. So yeah, we'll see how she turns out. Keep them young, huh? Well, here we go. One step closer. Yeah. Ugly. All right. It's time to send this old gal back home. This is, I wouldn't call it a restoration, but you know, this is like a parking lot looker restoration. It's a quick, well, it should have been quick. We ran into a whole bunch of hidden stuff on this car. All the side moldings have just been filled with Bondo and had a lot of rust in the rockers. I ended up putting a quarter panel on it. All stuff that, you know, we didn't think it needed at first till we started grinding into it. And that's why I won't ever do a quote just by looking at something ever again. This is the very last one I'll ever do that with. From now on, if I ever do another job like this, it'll be, you know, it'll just be hours. You know, you just pay for however many hours it takes, and that's what it is. Because I lost my butt on this one. So, yeah, it's a hard lesson to learn. From now on, I'm just gonna do, you know, my very best work. And if people don't want to pay for it, then oh well. I don't need the money, and I only want to do the very best I can do. And when you do jobs like this that are on a budget, the thing is, you can't do your very best work. And so, because, you know, it doesn't make sense. So when there's a flaw in it, you know, there'll be a little tiny something, or the door lines aren't perfect, or stuff that would be perfect isn't. People ask, well, who did the work on that car? Oh, freaking BJ did it, you know. They don't tell the story of, well, my budget was only, you know, $200 or whatever. So whatever the budget may be, they don't mention that part when they get a budget job. So this is the last budget makeover I will ever do. That turned out pretty good. I mean, definitely way more work than originally anticipated. And that's the problem with restorations. You just never know what you're getting into until you start grinding on them and see what's underneath that old paint. So, yep, she's not perfect. The gaps are a little off. Well, this doesn't have gaskets in it, so it's making that hood sit weird. There's no gasket in that hood. Don't have a mirror yet. Don't have a rear bumper. But that's how she's going. Sayonara. Peace out.